Microsoft Copilot for older adults. Welcome to Module 2A. In Module 1, we explored the foundations of conversational artificial intelligence and accessibility, including cognitive accessibility, emotional accessibility, and the importance of confidence when learning new technology. In this module, we are going to continue that journey by exploring Microsoft Copilot through the lens of accessibility, usability, and human adaptation through technological change. Our goal today is not to become technological experts, no. Instead, we're going to explore how conversational AI can gradually become another supportive tool in everyday life, particularly for older adults and individuals who may feel hesitant or overwhelmed by new technology. So let's get started. Revisiting the foundations. Before we begin exploring Microsoft Copilot, let us briefly revisit some of the concepts introduced in Module 1. Accessibility is not only about vision. Accessibility also includes cognitive accessibility, emotional accessibility, auditory accessibility, confidence building, communication support, reducing cognitive overload. Many people believe that learning technology is simply about, understanding features and settings. However, successful technology adoption also involves emotional comfort, pacing, confidence, and feeling supported throughout the learning process. Conversational AI tools can become more approachable when we focus on usability, personalization, and gradual exploration rather than pressure or perfection. Technology adoption through history. Technology adoption is not new. Throughout history, people have continuously adopted to new ways of communicating and connecting with the world around them. Let's look at the traditional American payphone and the red London payphone. People have been adapting to technological change throughout history. There was a time when communication depended entirely on finding a payphone. Many people remember carrying coins in their pocket and searching for that public telephone. Now let's take a look at landline telephones. Remember when landlines were the primary personal telephones? People needed to wait until they arrived home to use a landline. For many older adults, this was everyday life. Pager era, flip phones, BlackBerry era, and early smartphone era. Then technology evolved. We moved from payphones and landlines into pagers, flip phones, BlackBerry devices, and early smartphones. During each technological shift, fear and hesitation were common. People often said, "I do not need this. This is too complicated. I prefer my old system. What if someone steals my information? I am just too old to learn this." Many individuals resisted smartphones at first. Some worried about security, others worried about complexity, others felt emotionally overwhelmed by the rapid pace of technological change. However, over time, smartphones gradually became integrated into daily life. Today, many people use their smartphone for banking, communication, scheduling, navigation, shopping, healthcare access, video calls, education, social participation, etc. For many people, smartphones eventually became essential tools that supported independence, communication, and participation in modern life. At one time, smartphones felt unfamiliar and intimidating. Today, they are considered normal. This historical perspective helps us understand that technological transitions are a normal part of human adaptation. The AI adoption era. Today, we are entering another major technological transition. We are now living in the AI adoption era. Conversational artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly integrated into healthcare, education, business, communication, productivity, accessibility, and everyday life. And once again, many people feel uncertain about the rapid advancement of the new technology. Some individuals worry about, will AI replace humans? This feels overwhelming. I am not technological advanced enough. What if I make a mistake? I don't understand how this works. These emotional reactions are very normal. History has shown us that many forms of technology initially create fear, uncertainty, and resistance before becoming gradually integrated into society. Just as smartphones eventually became tools that supported everyday life, conversational AI may also become another supportive tool that improves accessibility, workflow, communication, and independence. The goal is not to remove human beings from daily life. Instead, the goal is to explore how AI can support people in ways that are practical, accessible, and meaningful. From hesitation to curiosity. Learning new technology does not require perfection. You do not need to become a technology expert overnight. Technology adoption often happens gradually. Confidence develops through small experiences, repetition, exploration, and familiarity. One important concept is something known as technological confidence transfer. Now, I want this to be a key takeaway. Listen to this. When people successfully learn one new technology, they often become more comfortable with learning others. With that said, AI confidence can generalize. As individuals become more familiar with conversational AI tools, they may also become more comfortable exploring other forms of technology in everyday life. The purpose of this module is to reduce fear, increase familiarity, and create supportive introduction to another conversational AI ecosystem called Microsoft Copilot. Introducing Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft Copilot is a conversational AI assistant integrated into the Microsoft ecosystem. Copilot combines artificial intelligence with communication, productivity, and accessibility support tools designed to help individuals interact with technology in a more flexible and personalized ways. For many people, conversational AI may initially feel, unfamiliar or overwhelming. However, accessibility-centered technology adoption often begins with simple orientation, guided exploration, and personalization. In this section, we will briefly explore several beginner-friendly personalization and accessibility features within Microsoft Copilot and related display settings, including voice personalization, language personalization, text visibility, and display accessibility adjustments. The goal today is not technical mastery. Instead, the goal is comfort, familiarity, and understanding how small accessibility-centered adjustments may help support communication, readability, confidence, and participation while learning new technology. Accessibility through personalization. One important principle of accessibility is personalization. Different people interact with technology in different ways. Some individual may prefer different voice styles, language option, pacing, or display settings based on comfort, familiarity, accessibility needs, communication style, or personal preference. Accessibility centered technology adoption is not a one size fits all. I'm going to repeat, it is not a one size fits all. As we briefly explore several personalization features, remember that the goal is not perfection or mastery. The goal is becoming more comfortable with the idea that technology can often be adjusted to better support the individual user. Voice personalization, language setting, and display accessibility adjustment may help create a more flexible, approachable, and supportive technology experience for many individuals. Sometimes small adjustability adjustment can improve comfort, readability, confidence, and overall interaction with technology. Voice personalization. Accessibility is individualized, and communication preferences can vary from person to person. Some individuals may prefer different voice styles, pacing, tone, or conversational interaction styles when using conversational AI. Voice personalization features may help technology feel, more approachable, make it feel comfortable and engaging for some users. As we briefly explore several voice options, remember that accessibility is not a one size fit all. That is like my ongoing takeaway. The goal is not finding the perfect voice. The goal is finding communication experiences that feel supportive and comfortable for the individual user. As you watch the next video, notice how Copilot's different voice styles may create different conversational experiences for different individuals. Stay tuned.
What do you think? Could we make a good brainstorming duo? Let's get chatting.
I can get philosophical, creative, or poetic if you like. Think of me as your superpower in your pocket.
I can write stories, brainstorm ideas, and I can sound like this if you choose.
Let's explore the world together. I can be your sounding board as you work through challenges.
I want to hear your big ideas, tiny dilemmas, or anything in between. I'm ready to help.
Looking for answers or a new perspective? Let's chat and figure it out together.
Language personalization. Conversational AI systems may also include multiple language options and communication personalization features. Different individuals may feel more comfortable interacting with technology in certain languages or communication styles based on familiarity, accessibility needs, cultural background, or personal preference. As we briefly explore the available language settings, remember that conversational AI platforms may vary in how they support language interaction and personalization features. Accessibility centered technology adoption is not about comparing systems against each other. It's about helping individuals explore supportive tools that may improve communication comfort, confidence, and participation. Some individuals may appreciate having opportunities to interact with technology through more familiar language settings and communication experiences. Here are some of the language options Copilot offers for communication personalization. display accessibility, and text visibility. Accessibility may also involve adjusting display and text visibility settings to improve comfort, readability, and visual clarity. For some individuals, increasing text size or adjusting display settings may help reduce visual strain and support easier interactions with technology. Accessibility features are not limited to one specific application or platform. Sometimes small adjustments within a device display settings can create a more comfortable and supportive user experience. The goal is not perfection. The goal is creating technology experiences that feel more accessible, individualized, and manageable for the user. In conclusion, technology adoption is a gradual process. Throughout history, people have continuously adapted to new forms of communication, information sharing, and technological change. Conversational AI represents another chapter in that ongoing technological evolution. The goal is not fear. The goal is thoughtful exploration, accessibility, confidence, and participation. As conversational AI tools continue evolving, accessibility-centered education may help individuals feel more comfortable, supported, and empowered while learning new technology. In Module 2B, we will continue exploring Microsoft Copilot by focusing on practical, everyday applications and real-world accessibility support within daily life. Thank you for continuing this journey into accessibility-centered AI adoption. Take care. Disclaimer: this educational content is intended for informational and accessibility education purposes only and is not a substitute for individualized medical, therapeutic, technological, legal, or professional advice. Accessibility needs and technology experiences may vary between individuals. Please consult appropriate professionals, clinicians, or technology support resources when individualized guidance is needed. Thank you.